Hello, my name's John Price, and in this short video, I want to talk about what the best options are for the opening lead when playing against a contract in bridge. Let's start at the top with my very best choice, and it is opening with your partner's suit. In this case, your partner has opened. Your partner has opened one diamond, but the opponents then overcalled one spade, and you couldn't do much about that. So you passed. And then the opponents jumped on their opportunity, have gone three spades, and that's ended the contract. They've won it with three spades. You've got a lead? Well, it's easy. Your partner has opened with one diamond. So you've got the king and the jack. You're going to lead one of them. Which one? Well, if you lead the jack, then your partner will be worried about where the king is. Throw the king in. Lead with the king of diamonds. Hopefully, your partner will leave it, and with any good luck, you'll win it, and then you can lead the jack of diamonds. But what if your partner didn't open, but they overcalled? That means they're not quite so good maybe, or maybe not, you just don't know. In this case here, your partner went one diamond over one club, so it's an overcall. But wait a minute, an overcall is one where you definitely know your partner's got a good suit in diamonds. When I say good, it usually means the majority of his points will be in diamonds. And you've got the king and the jack. Seems highly likely that he's got the ace and the queen. So in this case, again, lead the king of diamonds. So the best opening lead of all is leading your partner's suit, whether it's an opening suit or an overcall suit. And if he's bid two suits, lead the first one. Second option, lead an ace from an ace king. Here's an example. The opponents have gone one heart, your partner's passed, and then one spade. You can't do anything about that now. And then the contract bidding is ended at two spades. So you've got the lead. What are you going to do? Well, the ace and the king, because they're together, have exactly the same power. The ace is going to win, but because you've got the ace, you could play the king, and that's going to win as well, unless, of course, it gets trumped. But if you've got the ace and the king, there's a convention that we have in bridge where you play the top honor. So if you play the ace king, ace from ace king, when you play the ace, you're promising that you have the king as well. Great information for your partner. So you can play the ace. But wait a minute. If you play the ace, and surely the job of the ace is to go on top of one of the good cards from the opponents. Well, you can still do that with your other ace, because the king is equivalent to an ace. So by playing the ace of clubs, you get a look to see what the dummy's cards are, and then you can choose to play the king if you wish, or you might want to hold that back and do something different. So a great lead there is to play the ace from an ace king. But remember, you have to have the ace and the king to do this. Would you lead the ace if you didn't have the king? Well, wait on, and I've got some information about that. Third possibility is leading a singleton. Here's the options. North has bid one heart, and you've passed. South bid one spade, North repeated the hearts, and that's how the contract has ended. The bidding has ended. So we're playing in 2 hearts, and it's you to lead. Well, look, you've got the ace of diamonds there. Surely it'd be a good idea to play the ace now to make sure you're going to win it. No, don't do that. That ace's job is to go on top of one of the good cards from the opponents. Hold that back. But if you play the 3 of clubs, then you'll no longer have any clubs, and there's an option, if your partner gets the lead, to lead back a club, and you could trump that. So that's a good option. Not quite as good as leading partner's suit, or playing the ace from the ace-king, but still one of the top from my list. Lead the 3 of clubs. And now we're getting down to the bottom of my best leading options. In this case, if you've got the king and the queen together, lead the king. Again, it's this option. If you've got a sequence of honours, then what you do is you play the top one. And when you play the top one, you are promising that you've got the honour below it. So if you play the king, you are promising that you've got the queen, but you're saying that you haven't got the ace. If you play a queen as your opening lead, you're promising that you've got the jack, but you don't have the king, though you might have the ace. So in this case here, North has opened 1 spade. You've just passed. And then the bidding has just trickled out at 2 spades and you have the lead. Well, in this case, there's not a lot that you can do. You certainly don't want to lead the queen of clubs. That's going to get jumped on straight away. And you don't want to lead a low club either. That's not going to be helpful. I think the only option you've got here is to lead the king of hearts, not the queen of hearts. As I say, if you lead the queen, it's saying, I promise, partner, that I have the jack, but I'm promising that I don't have the king. So don't confuse your partner here. It's a lovely way of telling your partner, and of course the opponents, about your hand, is you lead the top of a sequence of honours. Okay, that's my top list, but let's give you a couple of okay lead options. One is leading low from queen and a few others, smaller ones. Here's an example here. The bidding's gone 1 spade, 2 spade, and that's it. You have to lead from here. Well, there's not a lot you can do. Already I've told you, playing the ace of hearts might have been an appeal when you were a beginner, but you're no longer that. That ace is there to be jumped on one of the opponent's good cards. So hold that back. Play the ace of hearts right, and you might well find that you get the jack of hearts to become a winner at some point. So in this case, I'm recommending that you lead a low diamond. If you lead the 4 of diamonds, then what you're saying to partner, because it's a low card, is partner, I've got a good card in this suit. That's great information for your partner. Because if she's got something with, let's say she's got the king of diamonds and another, she would be reluctant to play the king. But if she knows you've got a good card in diamonds, she can sacrifice that king, probably to the ace of the dealer, and then your queen will become a winner. So the king of diamonds sacrificing itself was worth it, but only as long as you lead a small card guaranteeing that you've got a good card in that particular suit. Of course, the question is, how low is a low card? Well, the 2, the 3, or the 4 is a low card. The 5 of diamonds, might be a low card. 6, 7, 8, now, they aren't low cards. And so I know now you're saying, well, what about those times when you've got the queen, the 9, and the 8? That's tricky. Maybe you're going to have to find an alternative lead from there. And then here's my second. Now remember, I've given you my best list, and now this is only an okay list, and this is only second in my okay list. I'm not greatly impressed with this, but it's an option. Here we go. The opponents have gone 1 diamond. You've passed. No, you can't overcall with that. I know you've got nice hearts, but you've only got 7 high card points, so don't think about it. And the bidding has ended on a pretty feeble 2 diamond contract. You have to lead. What are we going to lead here? Well, you could lead the 4 of diamonds. Oh, no, you can't. They, of course, are trumps. And I don't think it would be a good idea to play that, because if it's their suit, then I don't think you're going to be sacrificing your queen. So an alternative will be to play the high card from a doubleton. You've got the 4 and the 3. You play the 4 of spades. And when you play next time in spades, then you'll have to play the 3. Now look at that. Your partner, and of course the opponents as well, will see that you've played the 4 and then you've played the 3. Now that little throwing of cards there in what's the opposite order to what people expect is saying to your partner, I've got an even number of these cards. So when you play the 4, then the 3, you're saying to partner, I've got an even number, 2, 4, or 6 of these cards. And you've led them. So there's a high possibility that you've actually got only 2 of them. So after the second round, then you are in a position to maybe trump those suits. Okay, well, there are some good options and some okay options. There are some bad options as well, but I'll deal with those in another video. Thank you for listening.